Okay, now we're on to putting some things on the gantry itself. So your gantry should move pretty nicely here, right? If it doesn't, make sure to go back to those videos and get it to move nicely. It's so important that it moves well. Okay, so what I did here is I put my rail on, my x-axis rail on, but I haven't actually tightened it down. I've got 5 screws in here that are holding it, but not actually like tightened. So what I'm going to do here, it still moves in and out, right? So look at the bottom video here. So what I want to do is get the edge of this rail to line up with this extrusion right here, okay? And so that means there's going to be a gap on this side, and that's good. That's important. Okay, so let me do that here. Guess I'll get a something straight here. Okay. And then once it's aligned there, now I'm going to pull it forward here. I'm going to pull it this way, okay? I'm going to pull it into me. And then start tightening. Nice and snug. Okay. So that's on now. And boy, that moves nice. Okay. That's always fun. All right. Now, I also created another assembly here. Okay. Let's turn this over here. So in the upper right video, you can see this. So we have a Nema 17. This one's a beefy Nema 17. This is a 92 ounce Nema 17. You don't have to use a 92 ounce. You can use an 84 ounce. I wouldn't use a 72 ounce though, but an 84 ounce should be good for this. Okay, 84 ounce Nema 17 motor, and I put it on the bracket already. These are M3 by 10s with a washer going through the 6 millimeter acrylic, and then M5 by 12s going to a slot nut here. So once you got this built up, oh, I also have, that's right, very important, GT2 by 16 tooth sprocket on here. Okay, so make sure to use a GT2 by 16 tooth. Okay, we want to be able to go back and forth really fast, and we need a little bit extra torque. So even though the 20 tooth would be able to go from here all the way over here faster, it's really important, especially when we're doing filling with the CO2 laser, that it's able to accelerate really fast back and forth. That way we're not, slowly accelerating and then speeding up and then slowly decelerating, slowly accelerating, speeding up slowly. So make sure to use a GT 2 by 16 tooth with a 5 millimeter bore to match the Nema 17. Okay, so I got this little assembly ready. I'm going to slide it on over here, and I'm going to put it on about to the edge of this, actually. Well, I guess the opposite edge of this line here. Let's put this back in rail mode, rail view mode. Okay, so instead of the inside edge, I want to line it to the outside edge. Give it a little space. Okay, and then let's find the tool. There we go. Let's tighten this up here. All right, got my motor installed now. And then I got one more assembly we need. So I took a stubby piece of extrusion and just put brackets on each side. And then I put a, let's see, what's down there? There's a slot nut, and then there's a washer, a slightly bigger M5 washer, M5 nut, and then M5 idler pulley. And this is an M5 by 25 button head. Okay, so I'm going to take this here and slide it onto the other side. This is what's going to straddle the belt. Okay, so I'm moving the camera up. There you go. That's a decent view. And yeah, we'll call that a maybe over a little bit. We'll figure out exactly where this is going to live later. We'll get it approximately set right now. But it's not going to go center over this. It's going to go a little to the left once we're done here. What's going to happen is we're going to have a plate on top of this, and it's going to be kind of wide. And so that plate needs to be able to go over the top of this, right? It needs to be able to bring this carriage all the way to the edge. So it's really important that we're able to do that. Okay. Yeah, once we get this slid on and in about the right position, I'm going to tighten it up. And there we go. So we have the idler pulley installed here. We have the carriage and the rail installed. And we have the Nema 17 motor with the 16-tooth GT2 pulley or sprocket installed. So, see you next video.